Gaming has totally consumed the kids of today. They're getting fatter, lazier, and more aggressive than ever. It's a pandemic, is what most responsible people would say. But I remember playing games not too many years ago myself, and I can't really seem to put the two together. I've never felt particularly aggressive after playing a pew-pew game. And my best academic years were also years where I played the most games. So this got me thinking, what does the science say about gaming? Some crazy scientist lady or guy somewhere in a lab must have done research on this topic by now. So I set out into the untamed wilderness of the internet, venturing far beyond the PubMed basic search page for answers. Bring me the real research. I found the good stuff. There are three, let's call them main concerns people have with gaming. 1. They say gaming for hours on end will make your eyesight bad. 2. Non-stop playing of violent games will break your brain. And 3. Eventually you'll become a lazy, worth-nothing sack of potatoes that isn't any good for society. These are some pretty serious accusations to make. So in comes research study number 1. 77 students divided into 2 groups got assigned 2 completely different video games. They were either playing Portal 2, which is a game that requires quite a bit of puzzle solving, or they used Luminosity, a literal online brain training program. And this one is generally seen by parents as an educational program. Each group was tested before and after playing their respective games for a few hours. They were tasked with a battery of online problem solving, spatial ability, and persistent tests. Now get this. The results showed that the participants that got assigned the Portal game had an 80% advantage over the Luminosity users on all 3 composite measures: spatial skills, online problem solving, and persistence. So there goes the first concern. Seems like gaming doesn't breed lazy, worth-nothing sacks of potatoes. In fact, they enhance many needed life skills. Speaking of life skills, humans kinda need to see, and staring into a screen the whole day can't be good for your eyes, right? That's concern number 2 most people have. Gaming will make your eyes bad. In comes study number 2, comparing non-gaming adults with gaming adults. They found that gaming adults have an increased ability to see small details in cluttered environments, like reading the instructions on a pill bottle, which is a pretty needed skill if you ask me. So as you can imagine, I was kind of scratching my head at this moment. Seems like most gaming concerns got busted many years ago too. So when is gaming bad for you? Now I know, no, we know for a fact that sitting for prolonged periods of time isn't good for you. So it's kind of obvious that continuous gaming for hours on end will have its repercussions. We know that sedentary lifestyles and diets high in simple sugars eventually lead to insulin-resistant bodies, which eventually leads to diabetic conditions. But if you don't sit for too long and follow a healthy diet and still get your active time in, then this really isn't that big of a concern. I honestly think the dangerous part of gaming comes in when you try and continuously use it as an escape from reality. When running to the gaming world becomes a coping mechanism for whatever it is you have going on in your life. Now, we're no strangers to stress. Life gets hectic, and having ways to release your stress is good. Studies point us to both sides of the spectrum. The majority of studies show significant advantages to playing games. The key seems to be the amount of time you spend playing games. The last study I found that really intrigued me was a study done to determine the impact of games on emotions. They wanted to determine whether games can decrease stress levels, improve life satisfaction, and positively affect happiness. After playing just a few hours of games, all participants showed a decrease in stress hormone levels and reported tension relief. But participants who got too immersed, however, and played for too long periods of time actually increased their stress hormone levels. So at the end of the day, it really does come down to self-control. Being able to stop playing games after an hour or 2, that's where the gold's at. Also, not all games are created equally. Some games like Portal 2 has major advantages to them. But games like GTA has shown to lead to moral disengagement, meaning it might lead you to disconnect from reality and it could make you more aggressive. But even saying that is a bit far-fetched in most situations. Fact is, if your household is an unstable environment for your kids, that will do much more harm than video games ever will. This is definitely not the last video I'll be making about gaming. I feel like the research has only now started to come into the light, and we'll still see many developments thereof in the future. There is a very large gaming community, and with very large I mean there's currently 22 million people online right now playing a game, only on Steam, a PC gaming platform. So I feel that many people would really be interested in a video called Weight Loss Tips for Gamers. So if you'd be interested in that, leave a comment below. But that's it from me for now. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Please remember to leave a like on this video. I'll see you in the next one, Mondays, as always. All right, cheers.